Hi guys, a lot of people ask me to do like a little eyebrow tutorial on how to paint eyebrows on your reborns. There's so many different ways to do it, and this is just my way, the way I learned and the way I like the best. Some people use pencils and all these other ways, but this is how I do it. So I hope I can help you when it comes to this. I did cheat and I bought the pre-mixed eyebrow colors, but what I found out, the most common mistake that people do when they're painting eyebrows is they just use the brown. They think, oh, brown means brown. No, it doesn't. It means orange. If you look on eBay, you will see babies upon babies with orange eyebrows. And the reason that is because they use the brown alone. So you get this really orangey color. I'm going to show you a baby that I bought off eBay like 2 years ago because she was very inexpensive and I liked her face. At some point I want to redo her, but this is Vivian, and I did not paint her. Please know that, because I'd be ashamed if I did. I bought her very cheap off of eBay. And this is an example of a big eyebrow no-no. Okay, whoever painted her, I'm sure used brown. And like I said, brown equals orange on Reborns. So that's the color, and they were painted very badly. I'm not sure what they used to paint them, but this is how you don't paint eyebrows. I can't stress that enough. Do not use plain brown, especially the pre-mixed. Right there. Don't do it, please. You're going to have orange, ugly babies. So, you see these beautiful dolls on eBay, and then their eyebrows are painted orange. It's just sad. But anyway, okay, I have to try to make this quick too because YouTube keeps cutting me off, even though they say I can make long videos, which I don't get that. But before I get to that, look at this new pacifier. How cute is that? I bought that off of eBay for like $2. I thought it was really cute. Putty holds it on. It's like a little putty pacifier. But look at that. So cute. I'm going to get a couple more too. If you want the name of the eBay seller that makes these, just send me a message and I'll show you who she is because I can't think of it right off bat. But anyway, we're back to eyebrows and I'm trying to hurry. So, okay, this is what I do. I will look at the baby's hair, the hair color. That's hair I started messing with on her. I rooted that because she was bald. So I'm just playing around with it. So this is supposed to be a dark to medium brown, right? So what you want to do is find your colors and mix them. Like if you want to do a medium brown, let's see. That says dark brown and blonde and what's that? Chocolate. Chocolate is usually a good medium brown. But sometimes you just have to mix and match. Play with it. Try a little bit of this, try a little bit of that, and if it matches your hair, bingo. You just have to mix and match. I bought these on eBay. I don't know if you can get them on Bountiful Baby or not, but a lot of people don't use the pre-mixed, and that's, I just prefer them because they're easier even though I mix them up. But anyway, so let's see. We want to make, let's just see, brown. Obviously, you don't use brown. I use a little bit of the chocolate and a little bit of the brown, and I get a little, this is actually a clay tool, if I can find it, and I scoop a little bit out of each one, and then once I have it scooped on there, I'll take, it's so hard when you can't see, a paintbrush, and I'll kind of smush it together until I get the color I want. Sometimes I add more than 2 colors, it just depends. See, that still looks orange, so we'll get more of that. And there we're getting more of a medium brown. Mix it up really, really good. And then I like to put it on the edge like this, because what I use is this really, really teeny tiny fine paintbrush, if I can find it. This is so hard. Okay. It has 2 or 3 hairs in it. That's how fine it is. And so then I found out that the paint goes on much easier if you, not doing this, it doesn't get on there very well. But if you go through the lumps that you made, your mixed lumps, it goes on great. So, if you can see, it makes a better line. That still looks orange. Well, I used the orange, didn't I? But anyway, I just use the side, like that, and twirl it. And then you got a good amount on your paintbrush. And it's not too much where it's going to clog up or whatever. And then, what do? Let's see. I'm going to put the paintbrush down for a minute. Where's my pencil? Ah, okay, there. I will start, like, go to the tear duct of her eye, and then you go like that, and you make a dot, and then go to the very edge of the eye, and you kind of slant, and make a dot. So like that dot, and then like that dot. And you can just look at other reborns or photos of reborns and kind of get an idea of where you want your eyebrows to be. But that's my rule. Corner of the tear duct, I slant up. Very corner of the eye, I slant up and make a dot. So every now and then you got to keep working on it and try to figure it out. But that's my rule of thumb. Slant, slant. Okay. Some people, okay, well, let's just go by the way I did it. All right, see if I can hold this right. Okay. What I do is make little tiny lines, just little fine lines, and I go up and over. So you go up and over. I make, what kind of shape would that be? Just shoot, like that. Like that. See, I can actually get this back off of her, so what I'm doing is I'm going like that. See that mark? That's what my eyebrow stroke is going to look like. And the further you get down the eyebrow, like to here, your stroke is going to be more of a, like that. So do a bunch of these, like, say, do one here, 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 here as a guideline, and then you fill it in. So I'll do that, and then I'll do another one, and another one, and another one. And when you get towards the ends, they get almost point down, like that. So I will do that, and then I will fill them in with little tiny strokes. So let's see. This would be easier to show you, but it's her other eyebrow, and that'd be harder to do. So that's what I do. It's so hard to show you on this. Make a little stroke like that, and like that, and like that. And I'm making a big old mess on this baby. So it'll all come off. So that's basically what I do, and then I fill them in like little tiny lines. And then at the top, you almost make an arrow. You'll go down like that, and down, and down, and down. Real tiny, thin strokes. So basically, you're making little arrows. Like little arrow, little arrow, little arrow. And then here at the very corner right there, you also make little here, and there, and there. So I wish I could show you better. So basically what I begin with is the mapping. I do that, that mark and then that mark. Then I make my big long strokes like that, and I go down and make almost going down stroke. Then I go back and I make little arrows like that. Very tiny and very thin, and I always also make some very fine ones right here. I'll try to show you on Walter real quick too. So let's say this eye, we've had it mapped out. We did the corner. I have paint on my fingers, I'm sorry, because I'm an artist. Okay, corner, and then we did that corner, and we did our big stroke, and then we did our stroke that almost points down at the very end. And then you fill it in with little tiny ones, real thin, and then you make a couple right here to make them look real. So some people turn the head upside down for this eye because it's easier for them. I don't do that, but a lot of people love to do that. They'll flip the head upside down for the left eyebrow. Unless you are left-handed, then you flip it upside down for the right eyebrow. So if you don't understand what I'm saying because I'm a horrible teacher, please send me a message and I'll try to do much better. So anyway, yeah, you mix the colors to try to match the hair. She has that color. So there's no rule of thumb. You just get whatever you can and then mix them together and you get what you think matches. You put it on a very fine brush that I bought off of eBay. You can probably get them at Bountiful Baby, I'm not sure. The way you load the brush is on the edge, and then you spin the brush. When you load it down here, it just doesn't load right. So after you do that is when you do your pencil marks, corner of the eye here, and then the edge of the eye there. And then you do all of your bigger strokes, and then you do the strokes that almost point down at the end. You fill it in with little tiny strokes, and then you don't want to forget these little strokes that would go here. They would go there, but they won't look like that. So let me see if I can show you on Walter real quick. Let's go over to Walter. I hope it'll show up. Let's see. Can we see your eyebrows, Walter? Because I did these eyebrows. Let's see. There, you can see them. Okay. Hopefully the quality will be good enough where you can see the strokes. So that's what I did. I hope you can see it. Do you see the little X's I made? They go, like, after you did their strokes I showed you, you do the little X's that make arrows, like little arrows. So, I bet you can't see this, but, yeah, I hope you can see, and I hope I'm helping anyway, any which way I can. So, I wonder if you could see better on a Masterpiece doll. No, their eyebrows aren't very detailed. They're your basic, just line, 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 line. So, I mean, it looks okay, but you want to make it look better. So, okay, this poor little girl, I made a mess of her. So yeah, these are eyebrow no-nos. Don't use the plain brown equals orange. Mix your colors to match the hair. Go to the eye, put your pencil, I repeat myself, but some people like that I do that. From the tear duct, angle, edge of the eye, angle. Make your little curly strokes, doop, 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 fill them in with little tiny ones. The stroke at the end almost goes downward position. You put a few little tiny strokes right there, and then you make the little arrows at the end. And just keep trying. I practiced on a piece of paper when I first started learning this. And also, I wish I would have put it up on my computer. Go to Yahoo and Google in how to paint Reborn eyebrows. There are some, and put images in. And that would be a great eyebrow example for you to have up on your computer while you're painting. So I do the painting as my very last painting step. And then when I'm done painting that, that's when I root the hair. So eyebrows are very last for me. I hope I helped you. I'm probably forgetting something. But this is how I do it. So I use a little thin brush. I use a bigger brush to mix the colors to match the hair color. I buy the pre-mix, but I mix them up because the colors alone just don't work. You have to mix them up to get the right color. You never use brown because brown equals orange. Yeah, brush for mixing. That is really about it. And my number one thingy, which I'm repeating myself, load your brush on the very edge of a little plate like that. When you load it like this, you just don't get much paint on it. So, see? But if I load it like this, you get that. So, that's what I do. I hope I helped in any little way that I could. Yeah, obviously it's not going to look like that. That is just a stroke example. You do them very tiny and very thin. When I first start, I make the longer ones, maybe, okay, one here, 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 just as a guide. And then I fill them in with little tiny ones. And then I do the arrows. And then I do a couple little wispies in here. And that's how I do my eyebrows. If you need help, please send me a message. Please leave me a comment and let me know if this did help. If it didn't, I'll make you a new video. So please comment and let me know if my tutorials are even helping you or not. I don't want to waste your time if they're not helping and I'm not teaching well enough. So do leave me a comment and let me know if it helped you. So I guess that's it for now. I will be back with a video of my common reboarding mistakes. Common mistakes that all beginners make. And that'll be my next video. And please request videos. What do you want me to do? What tutorials do you want? How can I help you reborn a baby? I can give you a flesh tip real quick. When you're first starting painting your baby, what I do is I do one flesh layer of a flesh color. Well, you know what? I don't have the colors in front of me. It's flesh 08 and flesh 06. And I have to see which one is the dark one and which one's the light one. But I'll do one coat of the light one. Then I'll do very light veining. And then I'll complete the flesh coats. I'll do 2 more of the light and 3 of the dark. And that's how I get my natural skin tones. She is not an example of a natural skin tone, this poor little girl that someone else made. I'll show you real quick. Wait. We will go back to Walter again. Poor guy. You just can't tell with this. He has a pretty good skin tone.